Welcome back to the channel, where the lights stay low, the shadows stay close, and every story leaves something behind. If you're brave enough to continue, settle in, because tonight's tale is waiting. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new nightmare. Tonight, we're entering the chilling world of Japanese urban horror with 3 stories that haunt the edges of everyday life. First, the window smiler, a figure that appears behind the glass with a grin no human should wear. Then, the lantern walker, an eerie presence drifting through the night with a glowing light and a purpose no one understands. And finally, the whisper under the floor, a voice that calls from beneath the boards, asking to be let out. If you're ready for nightmares, let's begin. 1. The window smiler. Did you know there's a Japanese legend about a person who only appears in windows you aren't looking at? People call it the smiler. A girl staying in an old countryside and kept hearing tapping at night, soft, rhythmic. She finally checked the window beside her bed, nothing. But the tapping continued, from the other window across the room. She turned. Still nothing. The next night, she set up her phone to record. At 3 a.m., the tapping started again. She watched the video the next morning. There, in the reflection behind her, a pale face, smiling too wide, tapping gently on a window she never checked. The owner of the inn said, "Don't look directly at it. Smilers only want your attention. Once they get it, they follow you home." She changed inns immediately. But every night since, she hears tapping. And every morning, a different window is fogged with a long, dragging smile. 2. The lantern walker. Ever heard of the lantern walker, Japan's silent roadside figure? People say if you're walking alone at night and see a distant lantern swaying, don't look directly at it. A man hiking home from a festival saw one glowing far down the path. It moved like someone carrying it, slow, steady, side to side. He assumed it was another traveler and kept walking. But every time he blinked, it jumped closer, not walked. Jumped, like a bad edit in a video. He finally stared at it, trying to see who was holding it. That's when the lantern went out. And something tall moved in the dark, inches from his face, shifting side to side, like the lantern was still there. He ran all the way home. But the next night, outside his door, a lantern was waiting, swaying gently. 3. The whisper under the floor. There's a Japanese story about an apartment building where renters never stay long. They call the thing inside it the under one. A college student moved in because the rent was unbelievably cheap. First night, he heard whispering under the floorboards, too soft to make out. He figured it was the neighbors. But when he asked around, everyone said the same thing. There are no neighbors, the whole building is empty. That night, the whispering got louder, not angry, just insistent, like someone trying to tell him something important. He pressed his ear to the floor. The whisper stopped. Then, from directly beneath him, "Don't look for me." The landlord later admitted no one stays more than 3 days. Everyone who listens too closely starts hearing whispers, even after they move. The student lasted 2 nights. Yet every morning since, he wakes up to the same whisper under his bed.